tonight. It is Justin Moore and Kip Moore, live from the Sangamon County Fair. And Kip Moore is with me right now. Welcome. Very much appreciative of the opportunity to sit and chat with you. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. I get to play live music every day, man. I couldn't ask for more.
So you just had a big party in Nashville.
I did. We actually celebrated the #1 officially with BMI, and a lot of friends and people in the industry came out, and I think it was the first time that I actually had a chance to kind of soak in what had happened. I've been touring so hard for the last solid year, 5-6 days a week, that I hadn't had a chance to really soak it in. But it was an emotional day for me.
Yeah. So the CMA Fest. How about that?
Oh man, it was wild. My life has changed so fast and so rapidly. And last year I was a bystander in the crowd, just watching as a fan. This year I was playing in front of 65,000 people. So but I've been working this for so long. I was ready. It wasn't a nervous feeling. It was an excited. I'm ready to do this.
So how do you adjust to this? Nowadays. So many artists like yourself who have success with a first or second single, you get latched on to a tour that is playing to big crowds, and whereas a lot of guys played clubs, and even after they got their deal, they're working small venues, playing to small crowds, kind of working their way up, and you're jumping out in front of big acts at big venues. How exciting is that?
Well, it's super exciting, but I've done the whole route that you just said for the last 10 years, so I've been honing my chops, and I've been playing for scraps and playing for 10 and 15 people in the crowd. What you just said is exactly what it's not like, I picked up the guitar and all of a sudden I had a hit, and now I'm on these big tours. I did the bar band circuit in South Georgia for 3 years before I ever even moved to Nashville, which was 9.5 years ago, and I've been playing clubs nonstop, and we've been, touring for the last 3 years in a van. We were promoting Mary at first, and then Truck came out, and until Truck caught, we were still playing, small dives and bars and clubs, and just trying to get this thing going. So now that it's actually popped, shit, man, I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited.
Yeah. So tell us about where did the break come? Who saw you? Where were you? What was the story there that led to your deal?
Man, it's hard to describe exactly just one thing that happened. I think it was a chain of many events, and me just being out there over and over and over, in the scene, and basically I'd gotten kind of a pretty good following in Nashville, and labels started coming out, and Joe Fisher from MCA happened to see me playing and mentioned to Brett James, who's a big songwriter that had a publishing company, that you really need to check this guy out. And Brett and I are like brothers now. He really believed in me as a writer, and I've been writing for him for 4 years, and which led to me doing shows, which led to MCA eventually signing me as an artist.
Very exciting. So tell your audience, your potential audience tonight, about what you do up there on stage.
I leave it all on the table. I really do. I'm very connected to my songs. I wrote the record, and I'm attached to all these songs, and I think that if these people come out, they're going to see a full throttle show with a lot of layers. There's a lot of musical layers. It's not a linear show. I think I take them on a little journey, and I think hopefully I can leave people emotionally exhausted.
Well, that's a good feeling. At the end of the night, it's a good feeling to go home going, whew, that was one heck of a show.
Yeah, that's what I hope. That's what the greats did for me, and that's what I hope to do.
Okay, so we're taking bets on what the next single is going to be. Can you say?
Beer Money.
Beer Money.
You call it? Yep, she called it. You're a smart woman. I gotta give it to you. You are smart.
Very good. So how long did were the songs on this album songs that you'd been working a long time, or did you sit down and write the album?
No. I've been writing these songs for years. I've written 500 songs, man.
Oh my God.
I got 6-7 records ready to go, man.
Really?
So it was just a matter of, finding the common thread through this record, and that's what I did.
Very cool. Very exciting. So after I think tonight you're probably you'll see a pretty good crowd out here. People who really enjoy their country music, and I think it's great to see good young talent coming out, tapping into the young audience. The young audience really digs it.
I feel there's a lot of that going on right now. I can feel a whole kind of shift going. It's great. I love it.
So a lot of people, that like to talk about their influences. Who do you look up to?
I grew up on the classic records my dad was playing. I was 5 and 6 years old, listening to Chris Christopherson and Bruce Springsteen and Jackson Brown and Willie Nelson, Red a Stranger, and those are the records that I was drawn to because I looked up to him so much, and so that kind of shaped me at a very early age. Bob Seger was a huge influence.
Bob Seger. Wow. So you come from a big family.
Yeah, I got 5 brothers and sisters.
All musical?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you guys had some fun at the holidays.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of one of those things where everybody, not necessarily everybody plays consistently, but everybody's can play. My brother's a great guitar player. My mom's a fantastic piano player. So we'll get down and we'll play a little bit together.
All right, Kip Moore tonight, Sangamon County Fair opening for Justin Moore, and there's no relation, right?
No relation.
Well, we appreciate.
We've both been asked that a lot, so yeah. I'm sure he's the same way. No relation.
No relation. We appreciate you taking some time hanging out with us and getting to know the folks in Springfield. Come on out and get to know them a little better.